Good evening and welcome to this Shiro Coffee Chat short. Yes, day two in my PJs. This 60-day challenge, it gets rough on some days, but I just want to make sure I'm ready to go to bed right after this recording. If you don't know who I am Melissa Farmer. I'm a retired Army veteran and the founder of the Shiro Coffee Club, where our mission is to keep the world caffeinated and women veterans celebrated. I'm also the host of Shiro Coffee Chat, which airs every Sunday, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. So if you are online, check us out right where you're watching me now. So tonight, I want to talk about Trump's executive order uh, to prioritize military excellence and readiness. I really want to talk about that tonight. Now, this order is, to me, primarily to just reinstate the ban on transgender and not allowing them to reenlist or serve openly or even come into the U.S. Armed Forces. Now, it's something that I didn't realize until you do your research, but this is this is not new to the Trump administration. In 2017, he banned transgenders. So this isn't new. He banned transgenders from serving in the military. But then, when Joe Biden came on board, he issued an order, and that was in 2021 to repeal that. So trans were once again allowed to serve openly. Well, this time, now that the Trump administration is back into the office. They are doubling down, and now the Department of Defense, Pete Hegseth, remember we just talked about him, and his directorate has 60 days to really kind of update their medical standards, and they got to do that in 60 days. I mean, like I told you guys, DC is absolutely busy, baby. It is so funny because Pete Hegseth just got confirmed 5 days ago. 5 days ago. And now, guess what? It's about time he got to go to work. And they really do have to make all of these changes. Now, as I think about it, um, that's a lot of changes in a short time because of all the language that surrounds gender affirming surgery. So I mean, like for instance, you get boob jobs, you get hormone replacement treatments, it's a whole bunch of other stuff, I imagine, but I think the worst part of it all is if they remove access to mental health services. Because I don't know if you knew this, but it up until 2012, the year 2012, which is not that long ago, transgender was considered a mental disorder. So now I'm wondering, what are they gonna what that language will be around access to mental health services? Because I imagine just making a transition is crazy, and then stopping it uh, is even more devastating. Uh, Other just a lot of mental health stuff that you have to deal with. I mean, I can imagine that we've had transgenders in the military, and I'm sure they're serving honorably, and I'm sure they're capable. And I don't think that's the issue. I think the issue is really around standards. Yeah, the issue is really around standards and seeing it through a different lens. New administration, new standards. And when you read the executive order, you definitely will see that this administration looks at transgenderism as a radical ideology, a radical ideology that really doesn't conform to the what they're promoting, the warrior ethos. I mean, and even even in the language, it literally says expressing a false gender identity divergent from an individual's sex cannot satisfy the rigorous standards necessary for military service. So that's to me a standard change. You've changed the standard. Um, and this administration sees it differently. Sees it differently. The Trump administration, it's on a mission to reshape federal governance, and we see it's happening quick, fast, and in a hurry. I was just talking about DEI and the in the Air Force, how they removed the Tuskegee Airmen and the WASPs. So that is part of the, you know, the things that are going to happen, that are going to continue to happen, and then after the smoke clears, we'll see what actually survived. But I'm I'm just really interested in how this will all play out. Like I said, hey, buckle up, Buttercup, because he'll be coming down everybody's block. Now, I don't know if he's going to hit the tech world or the billionaires. I don't know, but it looks like he's coming down everybody's block, and we'll have to see how this his story plays out. That is all I wanted to talk about. The ban on transgender in the military. 60 days to turn all of those standards and regulations, to turn all of that around. DC is super busy, and I'm going to end it right there. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. I'm interested in knowing what you think about this ban and this executive order. And I think that's why they wanted Pete Hegseth confirmed quickly, because they knew he had a lot of work to do. All right. As always, keep your heart full and your coffee strong. Today is day 24, you guys. Today is day 24, and it's been such a, a great ride, just looking and researching and learning more than on some things more than I wanted to know. But I think this is necessary to just address, and wanting to know what you think. All right. Like me and my sister say, bye.